pay bills, to pay the fees of your kids, and also you've even sent your kids to school. Your kids are still not, how do you call it, are still not being taught. You're sending them money day in, day out without being taught. You get frustrated. You get what I'm trying to say. And I've been through the undergraduate procedure, and I know how it feels to come as a freshman with no lectures going for 7 weeks. That's sad.
So you're currently doing your master's.
Sure.
That's why you mentioned you're in level 600.
Yeah.
So it means you're in your second year of doing your master's.
Yeah.
So it's been 7 weeks of strike. What have you been up to? Have you been on campus? And now about what's going on? Because you were speaking a bit of tree when we started. What has been the level of your frustration?
Oh, no, you see, for grad students, I think the good side is that in your second year, you do your independent research, and I think that it's not affecting me much as compared to the first years or the fresh postgraduate students, because right now I just go to the lab, work on my work, and just come. Really. And even with that one, you wouldn't meet your lecturers there, they wouldn't be around to supervise you, to tell you that whatever you're doing is wrong or not. And it's sad, imagine working for about 7 days only to know that you're doing the wrong thing. Yesterday that happened to a friend of mine. Do you get me? And it's very, very frustrating. So
you don't think that the teachers actually have a reason to be on this strike? You think they should just come because NLC has met them and they've judged a little bit? You don't think that the teachers are right to be on strike?
No, you see, it's very difficult for you to pinpoint that this one is wrong or this one is right. I don't believe these professors are stupid to be on strike if they are not eligible to be on strike. You get what I'm trying to say? So it's very difficult for me to say that the lecturers are on the wrong side. And I also believe that the NLC and the government too, they have professionals who are acting on their side. So I think it's a matter of the court to tell us or interpret the law right for us so that we can solve this issue once and for all.
Okay, now I realize that you couldn't even stand at all. It's like your anger level is so high. What are you angry about? First of all, what's your name?
My name is Louis Olai.
Okay, Louis. What are you angry about?
Oh, no. We actually facing the reality here. We look at the hardship in the system and it's very raw. We go outside, see how people struggle just to get enemies. And I mean, you look at what is happening, looking at the current strike, looking at, the controversial e-levy. That is what I've just been angry about. Yeah. So with the lecturers and let's say the NLC, all we are saying is that we can't pinpoint who is actually wrong, but then they should come to an understanding and actually solve this very quickly.
But an understanding, they've come to an understanding. Monday, well, I'm told that there hasn't been any official communication to you students of University of Ghana whether lectures are starting on Monday or not. But of course, we are picking information from the ground that says that by Monday, lectures will start. Are you not happy about that? A consensus has been come to.
Oh yeah, for that we are very happy with that. We just hope the official communique comes so that we actually know what is about to happen.
Adipa, you wanted to say something?
No, even with that one, what I read from Prof. Jampo was that they've rather suspended. I think they've suspended the strike.
The strike, yes, and they've given government up to the 4th of March.
So what if after 4th of March the addresses are still not being looked at?
You don't believe that government will be able to meet their needs by the 4th of March?
No, you should know that. We are talking about the government of Ghana.
You don't have faith in the government of Ghana?
Do you?
I'm asking you. I'm the one asking the questions. Do you have faith
in
the government of Ghana?
That's why I'm telling you that. Do you? Because
you tell me, do you have faith in the government of Ghana?
See, what I'm saying is that you've covered this story for a very long time. The government says this, the government says that. Right. When we are here now, and the government is saying that by 4th March, we will solve your issues for you. Okay. Do you believe that it will be solved?
Do you are the students here, University of Ghana, you're actually level 600 doing your master's.
Yeah, no, based on past precedent,
exactly. So in 2021, I want to believe that you were here when the strike action happened, the one that was called off in August. Well, government met UTAG. They agreed, and that's why the strike was called off in August. So you don't think that government will be able to continue to judge or so that you can continue academic work?
And the strike came back in January.
Yes, but this one has ended after 7 weeks.
They've suspended it.
Exactly. So after 7 weeks, you don't think that you can stay in school and there'll be no more strike? You don't believe in government?
That's what I'm telling you that. You've covered this story for a long time. Okay. And you know the flip-flop of government.
Well,
and also
I'm Ghanaian. I'm no more a student here. I'm Ghanaian, and I want to believe in the policies of government.
No, I know.
When government makes me a promise, I want to believe that they will fulfill their promise.
Sure. So all that I'm saying is that based on past precedent, I'm finding it hard to believe that there wouldn't be.
This strike would not continue after the 4th of March.
No, but I believe that there will be another issue of such nature in the future, because I believe that something like of this sort will happen.
You think
again.
it will still happen?
Yeah.
Okay, let me move on to this side. What's your name, gentleman?
I'm called Elvis.
Olive.
Elvis.
Elvis.
Yes,
Which year are you in?
About 200.
Adepa doesn't believe that this strike will end.
Well, I feel like the literally they deserve better.
Okay.
Because the government should be quick to their knees.
Okay.
Because here's the case, like if they even call off the strike or suspend it right now, maybe at the end, it's close to the end of the semester, they can go back to it. So I think government should be quick and respond to their needs and help them like we should come to. Even though like students here, we are suffering because we've been on campus for about 6 or more weeks.
You haven't gone home at all ever since the strike started?
Yes,
you have been here.
I've been
so
here.
Describe to me what your daily life looks like. Right. What do you do when you wake up in the morning? I see some of your colleagues standing on the balcony. Is this what goes on daily? Actually,
yes, because you have nothing to do in the campus. I just like wake up, wear bath, come and sleep. That's just what we are doing in the campus. Nothing.
There's actually nothing happening.
Nothing is happening.
So how gravely is this going to affect you if it continues after the 4th of March?
Well, if this continues after 4th of March, I think maybe the country should they just close the door because parents are suffering.
Say what you said again. I missed your last line.
I said if this continues to 4th of March or maybe
or even beyond the 4th of March.
Even beyond the 4th of March, students I think the government they should come to the aid of the UTAG this one. So they should be able to sort out this grievances about UTAG and tax.
Okay.
Yes.
So I have the inclination that you are on the part of UTAG. You're supporting UTAG in the strike. So tell me, if UTAG says that government haven't met our demands, they haven't restored all the things that we are asking for, including the market premium and all that. So this strike is going till the end of the year. What would you do? What would happen to you? Do you have other options?
Well, I have no other option, but they deserve better. If the government should be quick to their demands.
So that's what I'm asking. What if government doesn't meet their demands and UTAG says that this strike is continuing for the rest of the year? What would happen to you?
Oh, I think it will be bad, very bad for the students because coming far, the staff coming to school, they will be in school, nothing, you are doing nothing. It really,
would you go and look for a job and probably defer your course? Is that what you would do?
Actually, no.
You wouldn't defer the course?
No, I wouldn't defer the course.
So then what would you be staying at home doing for a year?
Well, just part-time, just be doing other studies, they'll be waiting for them to, hopefully, if they come back.
What program are you studying at the moment?
I'm studying history and sociology.
History and sociology?
Yes, please.
So if you have the option to study other things, what would it be?
Actually, it would be public relations.
Public relations,
yes.
That's what you would do if the strike continues till the end of the year. Let me pick the mind of the gentleman standing by you. What's your name, honey?
My name is Fidelis Achuche.
Okay, Fidelis.
Yes, Fidelis Achuche.
Okay, what are your sentiments also? How do you feel about this whole situation going on right now?
Well, about the UTAG strike, I am not excited about it. Just as you saw this morning when you came here. Ordinarily, lectures should have begun. Should have been in our lecture rooms. We should have been studying, been in the reading room. But as of now, nothing is ongoing, and it is very bad. It is very, very bad. So I heard you say that. I already asked my mate here that if the strike continues,
after the 4th of March. Yes, what would be your option?
So, Cookie, after the 4th of March, if nothing happens, since demonstration is the language that our leaders understand, we'll speak it to them.
2 weeks ago, I think it was actually last week, so the Concerned Students Association, they were supposed to embark on a demonstration. Well, it was called off at the last minute because the police said they couldn't provide security because there was another body that was going to go on demonstration on that same day. So then you came together and decided that, okay, so the day that the NDC would go on their demonstration is the same day you would demonstrate.
Absolutely.
If that demonstration did anything for you at all, why are we in this situation? And why are you willing to demonstrate again?
But it could be that had it not been for that demonstration, an amicable solution as at now wouldn't have been reached. Would you agree?
But when UTAG released their press statement as to why they have agreed to call off the strike for now, they didn't mention that demonstration. They said they've been able to meet stakeholders. They've met eminent members of society like ex-president John Ejekum Kufuor, and this is the first time they've actually met the Parliamentary Select Committee. So it means that the demonstration didn't go anywhere.
It's a lie. It is a lie. They listened. If someone said that that demonstration didn't yield any effort, it's a lie. I'm sorry.
Adepa,
it's yielded results.
Do you think that demonstration went anywhere?
Actually, I don't know about any partisan demonstration that you're talking about.
Okay, so this wasn't partisan. So this is from Concerned Students Association here in the University of Ghana or universities across Ghana. How come you didn't hear of it?
Well, I don't know. I didn't hear about it.
Okay, so someone whispered to me and told me that it looks like the unions on campus, including NUGS and all that, they have been very inactive and they've been somewhat silent on this whole strike thing that's going on, and their powers have become weak. Is it true?
You see, NUGS doesn't pay lectures.
Okay.
SRC doesn't pay lectures. Who pays lectures? Government. Have I paid my fees? Yes. Who's responsible? Go to the government. This should be as simple as that. I don't know why we should be involved in NUGS and all that. I don't think that's necessary. The government is the sole responsible for the payment of fees of lectures. And I think the government should be held accountable for that, and that should be it.
You seem to have been here longer than all the other students standing here. What's been your biggest disappointment in the educational system in the last 6 years that you've been here?
I was tempted to say everything, but I think it's very unfair to say everything.
You want to simmer it down a bit?
No, you see, it's a mess.
Exactly what do you mean? What
From
is
the
a mess?
infrastructure to personnel, everything is a mess. It's sad.
So what would you want fixed? Some people are saying fix the country.
Yeah.
What would you want fixed?
Oh, no, I think we should, one, decentralize our educational system, because the numbers in here are too many.
How many are you currently? Do you know?
No, but I think we should be over 50,000 or 40,000
And that is way too much.
for our infrastructures that we have.
So what do you think the number should be reasonably?
Yeah, it should be reasonable.
So reasonably, what do you think the number should be? Maybe
No,
20,000?
I can't give a certain number, because you need to calculate the number of
What are the
rooms
situations in the
available and all that.
lecture halls right now? Is it still overflowing?
It is still overflowing, Cookie.
Same as our residentials.
Yes.
And it's sad. And it seems the government doesn't care. And the funny thing is that the school authorities knows about it.
Okay.
That people need place to sleep.
All right.
They don't care. Do you know why?
Tell me.
Because their kids will get place to sleep.
And you would not get a place to sleep.
Because I'm not their kid.
But how do you know that? How do you know where their kids sleep?
That's Ghana.
Do you have friends who are their kids?
Yes, I know one.
You know one.
Yes.
Where does he or she sleep?
She sleeps in a traditional home. In
Okay.
comfort. And most of our friends, some sleep in 24/7 reading hour. When I came to first
But
year,
I hear patching is not allowed anymore. That's correct,
No,
right?
no.
Patching still goes on?
no, you can't patch. Why are you going to patch?
Okay, so if patching doesn't go on anymore, how have you been coping? What have you been doing about
So when I
about
came first year,
accommodation?
I was sleeping at 24/7.
Okay.
So I would sleep there in the morning. I'll come and take my bath and go back to 24/7. Do you get what I'm trying to?
Yes,
you,
I
you
get
can
you.
go there around 1 a.m. and you see the number of people sleeping there, because they don't have place to sleep.
If the president were to be here this morning and you had the opportunity to have a one-on-one with the president, what would you tell him?
There are actually a lot of problems, happening right here on campus.
Give him the top three.
Top three. Currently we'll talk about the UTAG strike, which has really affected, educational programs and other stuffs. We were supposed to be in the lecture room by now, but then due to the strike, we are still just hanging around. Even wasting our monies and other stuffs on campus, because you don't just have anything doing. You wake up, the little money your parents give you, that's what you feed on without learning.
Okay.
And even the sad thing is, some are even from Tamale, Yendi and other places. They can't go back. What if they go back and the strike is called off? They have to come, and that's an extra fare and other stuff. So it's a major challenge, and the accommodation crisis will
It's
be
a
the
major headache.
the second headache at the moment. Myself, like my brother Kelvin just said, I also slept in the 24-hour reading room in level 100. We didn't know anybody here. It's even sad if you should come from a school where maybe you don't have a mate here. You have to hang around till day breaks. Sometimes we just beg our friends to give us a little place to place.
So you mean some of you sleep on the floor?
That's the reality.
Here At University of Ghana,
You should be here in the evening.
People, every room, mosques. This mosque, the mosque.
people sleep inside because there's no accommodation.
It's just something like just appalling. Just headache every year. Accommodation issue every year.
Did you also go through it?
Yes, but one day, like I was just over there, this mosque, just sleeping like.
You were sleeping in the mosque
Because no accommodation.
Did you experience anything like that?
For me, I even bought a bed when I was in level 100 at an exorbitant price. Which, if I mention to you right now,
Tell me how much you bought the bed
I bought it at that was 30 million.
3,000 Ghana.
Yes, please.
That was how much you bought your bed for.
In 2018.
You bought your bed for 3,000 Ghana in 2018.
Yeah. So you should imagine how much it will be in 2022.
Do you have an idea how much it is now?
No, I'm sorry.
You wanted to say something?
Well, more than 4K above. More than 4K.
That's the
Yes, if
prevailing
someone is
price
trying
at
to
the
sell
moment.
his bed to you for you to buy, it's more than 4K above.
So I would like to use this medium to appeal to the school management to kind of fix the accommodation crisis on campus, because it does appear that the numbers keep increasing every year.
Yeah.
Then the entrance, then level 100. So I'd like to use this opportunity to appeal to the school management to fix the accommodation crisis. But for the president, I'm not done, please. But for the president, I didn't here this morning. I'll tell him, please wake up.
You tell the president to wake up.
No, you see, so for last year, we're running this double track system.
Yes.
And I think that solved
the problem, the accommodation
problem. So I don't think people were having issues with accommodation last year.
Okay.
But once we came back to the full track system,
Okay.
it has been
So you
disastrous.
are in support of the double track system even for the universities?
No, what I was thinking was that since we can't just put up a building in one day, there could be the double track system. So that they'll be building.
Okay.
So after maybe some 4 or 3 years, we can roll back. Because we need accommodation, not only in the University of Ghana, Kenya University, University of Energy and Natural Resources, UEW, across.
Well, the University Teachers Association, they've got their concerns, and the students have their concerns also. Government, they are telling you to wake up this morning. Thank you for speaking to us. The conversation will continue with Johnny Hughes and Professor Ransford Jampo.